getting to the point where it's overwhelming of people reaching out who have suffered abuse from Diddy, from Jay-Z, and from these celebrities. Jay-Z is a cuckold, right? He likes to watch Beyonce with other men. Ray J, from what I heard, even before all this happened, was one of the guys that used to smash Beyonce while Jay-Z would watch. Diddy, as we know, is into those things. That's in the indictment. You know, Cassie has not denied it, but they've came out and said, you know, that Diddy used to like to watch Cassie. That's what he's into. Some men like to do that stuff. There's not a crime in that. But yes, Ray J, from what I was told, from being inside at the highest level, that Jay-Z likes to watch Beyonce with different men, such as Ray J.
Nicki Minaj has been quiet about Jay-Z for a minute, but she is back at it again. And this time around, she's digging way into his past. Nicki has been on Jay-Z's neck ever since he allegedly scammed her out of her stake in Tidal. And now that Roc Nation is backing Cardi B against her, Nicki ain't holding back on nobody. Child, she is out here talking about how this man was messing around with other men back in the day. And I don't know about y'all, but when Nicki wants to be petty, she takes it all the way to the grounds of hell. And she comes back with receipts every time.
I know who I fuck with, y'all know who I don't fuck with. Period and period.
Nicki Minaj has accused Jay-Z of being jealous, hateful, and stopping bags behind the scenes while pretending to be all about Black excellence. And she claimed that even though he isn't talking publicly like she is, it doesn't mean that Jay-Z isn't working overtime to undermine her every step of the way. And that's why she's out here exposing him before things get too dangerous for her. And I think we know what she means.
That Jay-Z has exhibited signs of envy, jealousy, hate, and stopping bags behind the scenes, allegedly. Why is it always the same story? So that means Nas.
This whole thing started again when a video of Jay and Diddy went viral where they were both on stage at a concert together. In the video, Diddy walks up to Jay and slaps him on the cheeks a couple of times before walking off. And guess what? Jay-Z didn't seem too bothered by it at all. In fact, he just laughed it off as Diddy walked away and went on having a good old time. Now, at the time the concert happened, most people saw it as a pretty harmless moment between two guys who had been good friends for a long time. But when the whole news of Diddy being a freak and a lot of celebrities being on a down low, people started side-eyeing that moment as a sign of something else possibly going on between the two New York kings. And even though Jay-Z has never really explicitly said or done anything that would suggest that he's on the down low, it didn't take much for people to notice that certain things about him started to change once he started getting comfortable in the hip-hop scene with his wealth and fame intact. One of the first things people pointed out was Jay-Z decided to switch up his look, and his hair just so happened to be the direct imitation of Jean-Michel Basquiat, an artist. Basquiat never spoke on his sexuality. However, his longtime friends and lovers said that he was indeed bisexual. His sexuality was described as something fluid and interchangeable, which allowed him to connect with different people and move in and out of certain social circles effortlessly. Some sources even said that the reason why Jay-Z chose to go with the hairstyle was because he saw a bit of himself in Basquiat, and even went as far as spending $4.2 million to acquire a painting from the late artist.
So you image yourself after a gay painter. Your big homie want to look like a gay painter.
What are we talking about here?
We're talking about Basquiat. He wants to look like a gay painter.
So could that be a sign that Jay-Z was on his way to expressing a part of himself that he kept hidden in a closet? And people dug up some old interview where one of Lil' Kim's exes, World, was talking with Wendy Williams about down low rappers in the industry. And when Wendy asked him to drop some names, girl, he did so without even thinking twice. And one of the names he just so happened to mention was Sean Jay-Z Carter.
Let's start naming names.
What do you mean, Jay-Z,
How?
Puff, 50, Russell Simmons? Where you want to go with this thing?
I'm not surprised. Keep going. I'm flinching. I'm poofing up my hair, everybody, in that way of saying, look, He's not saying anything new to me. Go ahead, world.
Exactly. All them dudes, man. All them dudes, but...
Ja Rule in 50. What's that all about?
Wow. You know they beefing over a homo.
Shut up. I mean, keep talking.
Yeah, they beefing over a homo.
In all of this, Nicki Minaj has been one of the only ones with the guts to go against Jay-Z and talk about how there could be some truth to all of this. And now Rihanna's ex-publicist, Jonathan Hay, just came out basically confirming everything as well. He explained that most celebrities in the industry allegedly knew about Jay-Z and claimed that he personally witnessed Jay-Z and DJ Khaled getting into some bisexual activities. He also doubled down on it, saying that he thought both of them would be out by now given how much the industry knew what was going on and how the public was all about honesty and transparency these days.
Normal when you hear that, or is that like, are you surprised when you hear information like that?
I'm surprised when it comes to, you know, Jay-Z, especially because it's, you know, like Beyonce, but it's pretty normal. Surprisingly, it's an industry that's very dominated by sex and drugs, right? And it's out there, like nobody's hiding it. Like, so if people would be, you know, like shocked, if we're shocked, we're not really paying attention to the music and videos and images that we're listening to because it's right in front of our face. But anyways, Cameron was one of the first people to speak out against Jay-Z, right? When he was dissing him 20 years ago, talking about Jay-Z being gay. Listen to his diss talking about Jay-Z liking men, talking about Jay-Z being shady. Like, everybody's known Jay-Z's been wicked for years. And I know that he's freaking out because they've seen what's going on with Diddy. Absolutely, Jay-Z's next.
And Jonathan just kept going at it because he also made it known that he saw Jay-Z getting freaky with a trans woman who Jay-Z knew was trans. And word on the street is that Jay-Z was still doing all of this even though he was already married to Queen B. Beyonce, that is. And there's no way that she doesn't know a thing or two about what he's got going on when she's not home. Jaguar Wright also had something to say about it and claimed that Beyonce might be bisexual as well, which is why she never said anything about Jay-Z's alleged escapades with other men.
Handpicked by my very good friend, Terry Lynn Carrington, Dr. Terry Lynn Carrington, who put together Beyonce's entire female band, which was Matthew Knowles' idea because he couldn't get Beyonce to stop people. Guess you didn't know your daughter well enough because she just started f***ing all the girls. Impulse control issues? I don't know.
Well, despite how crazy Jonathan's claims are, Nicki Minaj still believes that she has no reason to lie like that or stick her neck out just for the fun of it. And Nicki Minaj and other rappers have allegedly seen the double life that Jay-Z lives when the camera stopped rolling. So this isn't really any news to any of them. She's out there taunting Jay every day, posting AI memes of Jay-Z with a wig and all. Child, she is doing the most. For Nicki to be blatantly addressing Jay-Z by name for months tells me that he knows that he's the one in the wrong in terms of whatever their issue is. Because I don't know one person who's going to let someone spread rumors on the internet about them for months and not say anything. I don't think Jonathan would risk his life and whatever he has if there was no truth to what he's saying. I think it's more about releasing what lies on his conscience. It takes bravery to call out what he's saying, and he doesn't come across as though he's lost his mind or what he's saying is for clout or money, because that wouldn't be no use to him dead, would it? Another person said, and they like to paint Nicki as crazy. I keep telling y'all, Jay-Z has a sick obsession with Nicki. And whenever you hear a lame ninja speaking on her negatively, you can be absolutely sure he has a connection with this camel. I keep telling y'all, people swear he's unbothered. No, he's bothered. He's just got people to do his dirty work. He's a coward, and he would never get in the booth against Nicki. But what I want to know is if y'all think there's really any truth to these alleged DL claims about Jay-Z. And have you heard any stories of Jay-Z being on a down low with some other rappers? Sound off in the comments and make sure you like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Bye, baddies.